And then I have to show you the cone. There it is. And then I knew I saw this before. And sure enough, there it is, Rudolf Steiner's star. It's flat on the bottom. It's got a tall peak, just like the seven-sided one. And this is the Egyptian initiate. We're supposed to go back to Egypt. We have to do it consciously now. Not based, they were clairvoyant. Okay, we're not. We have to earn our clairvoyance. So here is this same star. I knew I'd seen it before. Okay, and what's so great about this is that the Girthianum is based on 5 and 7. But mine doesn't fit. Why? Because mine, I didn't take a ruler and make this 7 and make that 5. I made a 5 here with a star and I extended it out, and now the 7 is in the periphery and the 5 is on the periphery. And that's how it's different. We now have a relationship that we don't need to use a ruler. All we have to do is put the 5, extend it out to the second circle, and you have 7. And now the 7 and the 5 have a correct relationship. And here's this column. The bottom is the 5, and the top is the 7. He uses 5 and 7 all kinds of ways through this. So let's see, I did an inversion I showed you, and this is what the inversion looks like, just to show you the sculpture. And then I made this. This is kind of the crowning glory of what I've done with this. I made a Grail cup, and artists have made Grail cups for thousands of years. So this one is different because what's that?
What? You made what?
A Grail cup. And this Grail cup, okay, is different than any other Grail cup because this Grail cup is the first one that's objective. So I'm the artist doing it? No. I took the combination of what I found and put them together subjectively. And this is the first Grail cup of this configuration, and I'll explain it. All right. This is a photograph that I copied of a drop of milk dropping in a pan of milk and coming back up. Okay? That's subjective. It's the way a vortex reverses. So blood and milk have the same consistency. So the shape would be consistent. In this case, the blood is supporting the heart, which is the bell. It's supporting the chalice. And this amount of blood, okay, if I melted this down, it fits exactly in the cup. Fills it up. That's the way I did it in proportion. If I take this cup and invert it, it turns into this form. This is an inversion of this cup, exactly how big it would be in relationship to the cup. Then I opened up this heart, okay? So I have the blue blood on this side and the red blood on the other side you can't see. And between those I have a tourmaline crystal, which is peach blossom. Peach blossom represents us. And at the top I have the green tourmaline, which represents the Christ. So this is the first time that Grail cups have always received things. This is the first one that gives back. This is giving back love, okay, for what happened. And this is the love for the other. That's what that form is all about. It's the love for the child, the mother's love for the child. That's why there's a double heart. One is smaller than the other. And if you look at the Venus seal that he drew, it has 7, and there's 7 little ones and 7 big ones going around the circle. This is architecture. I made a Grail castle, and it's all designed based on the 7-sided form. And what's amazing, and if I put this form into points only, that is the crucifixion. You see the crosses? Except now the heads are together, the arms are together, and the feet are connected by the Trinity. So no church has ever been designed like this, based on a form. And this is the Rudolf Steiner's planetary, the 12 planets with the stained glass that he indicated. These are stellations, which is where the form goes out. And so I designed that. I also took this form into lines only. I blew a bubble and I got this form. And then I found out that I could design it based on music and color. So the colors and that are here are objective. It's red on that and green on this side. That's amazing. It's coming off this form that is based on a book called The Power of Limits. And I recommend you get that book because it shows you how to take any form and where the colors and where the music comes from. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead here and go quickly and show you that I also found that this form is also in the earth. And this is how I found it. I won't explain much on it because it's too long. I made it three-dimensionally. And here it is. This is the core of the earth, and this is the moon. That's the sun behind it. And it's based on the vesica. I now can square the circle perfectly without any rulers. Now the Egyptians had to make a 3-4 triangle here. This is 5, this is 3, and this is 4. I can make that triangle, the Egyptian triangle, without measuring. I'll show you my last little thing. I don't know how well it's going to work because the drill I have is a battery, and the problem with the battery is that the torque is low. You know, they'll work, they'll drill holes, but it's not going to do much for you guys. But I'll at least show you the idea. I have these covered up because they are secret. I'm having patented. I'll tell you what happens. I sent these mixers to a scientist in Oregon who is a biodynamic gardener. Has a farm. And the one guy that I knew was very interested in my form because I showed it to him for potenizing. And what they do is they take an oxygen reading of the potenizing water, and the reason they do that is not that they're measuring the oxygen, but they're measuring the amount of bubbles. Because the more bubbles, the more surface area there is for a preparation to go around. So that's a very unique way to find that out. They took my mixer here, they took all kinds of mixers that they used. What happens, the oxygen level goes up to a certain height, and they measure it, and it goes back down. And then they put it in there, mix it up again, it goes up, and then it goes back down. Okay, this form produced a higher oxygen concentration than any form they tested. They took the form out of the water, and the oxygen content stayed high for 12 minutes. Never went down. Went down after 12 minutes. Now the thing was taken out, went back up. High oxygen level again, went back down. Went back up. Went down again. Went back up. No, it's not in there. So it's too bad I can't show you this, but I'll just show you a little bit what it's like. That you guys may want to move back a little bit. But I don't promise anything because this drill isn't going to. We're not that far. I don't think this drill may not show it at all. But this implodes water. This doesn't explode water, it implodes it. It doesn't explode, it implodes. And I think this is why the oxygen level stays so high, and it's the only mixer that they've ever seen that does that. So we'll see if I can make it do it. I don't think I can with this drill, but we'll try it. And of course, this again is the bell. Should be able to cause a vortex. It's too bad, but that vortex, look at the size of it. Now I'm not able to float the water because I can't spin it fast enough. But look at the size of that. This will, when the RPM is high enough, you can see how slow this is. It makes a noise. And the noise that it makes is the tone ether. And that tone is the sound of the new machine. I know it is. Because all of that you've seen here is based on suction, not on pressure. The heart is the suction organ, not pressure. And that sound is really interesting sound. What is that now? Tell me what she's saying. I can't hear her.
When the vortex starts to move, you described it as making a tone.
It does.
And then you describe it as the tone ether.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Yes,
And that's the tone of a new machine. Is that what you said?
yes.
Yeah.
And the new machines will be based on suction. That's what this is. It's all based on suction. And, you know, it's like a tulip. And it's not a casting. Can make out of just flat stock. Doesn't cost anything to make. And there's people really asking for this form. And I know I'm going to be able to put two of these together and create two vortexes in a sphere, which can't be done yet. And if I put it at 36 degrees, I know it's going to be even more powerful. So, thanks. I mean, thanks for listening.